Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Tinkercad where you'll learn how to slice an object into two parts so that it can easily be printed on a 3D printer. What is slicing is basically dividing an object into two equal halves so that we can place them on the printing bed in a way that it is easier for the printer to be able to print it. I will demonstrate it by using a character from Tinkercad characters. So let's left click and drag Blanky onto a work plane. Now, for those of you who've already seen how a 3D printer works, you're aware that we need a strong base for the printer to be able to complete an entire object. Now, in this case, if you notice, Blanky here has rounded off legs, which means a very small portion of this object is going to be attached to the printing bed. Now, in a printing bed, when the printing nozzle lays filament in a sequence right from the bottom, we want a strong base because we want the filament to stick onto the printing bed so that the printer is able to complete the entire object based on how strong the filament is laid onto the printing bed. In that case, we need a larger portion of this object to be there on the ground so that our object is completed successfully. For those of you who are not aware how a 3D printer works, I have linked a video in the description. You can go ahead, click it, and watch yourself how it works. So the concern here is, since this object has rounded off legs, which means a very small portion of this object is going to touch our printing bed, and then there are chances that the filament might take off the portion of whatever object has already been laid, since it's not that strong and won't stick to the printing bed for long. So there are two options here. One is either you can create a base, a circular or rectangular base for this object and place it on that base so that whenever the 3D printer starts printing or layering the filament on the printing bed, it starts off from a very strong base. Second would be to slice this object up into two parts, either horizontally or vertically. In this session, we're going to slice it up horizontally. So after slicing, what we're going to do is we're going to place this object onto our work plane exactly the same way that we would want it to start printing in 3D printer. And when both the halves are completed, we can then pick up those halves and stick it together. So let's go ahead and get started. In order to slice this character up into equal halves, I would want to change the dimensions a little so that it is easier for me to slice it up. Let's change the height to 80 and the base to 50 each. So with this, we have our object ready. Now what we are going to do is we are going to place it in a box, or I would say in two boxes. Height of those boxes is going to be half of the height of this object. So let's go ahead and switch to basic shapes. Drag a hollow box onto a work plane. Increase its height to 40. And let the width be 55, safe side. 55 on this side as well. So we now have our box ready. This box is half the size of our character. We need another box of this dimension. Now we have two boxes ready. We clicked on duplicate. Now the only thing left is to pick up the other box from the work plane exactly 40 mm high, for which I will use this triangular option. You can also lift it all the way up, or you can make changes here. So this has now exactly lifted up my box from the ground 40 mm. I will now go ahead, select all three objects and then align them together using this button right here and this button right here. After aligning, go around the object and make sure no part of the object is coming out of this hollow box. So since we have already had a double check on this, now what we're going to do is select the entire thing again. Now, since the object is inside these hollow boxes, how can we be sure that the object has been selected? You can always cross-check from the number of shapes that are mentioned here. In this case, the number of shapes mentioned are 3, which is 2 of the boxes and 1 of the character. So this ensures that we have all 3 objects selected. Now, when we've selected already the 3 objects, what we're going to do is hit duplicate and place it adjacent to the previous box. So now we have duplicated the entire set. We have 2 characters and 4 boxes now. What the plan is to subtract the head from this one and the body from this one, and I would want the body of this particular object to be there and the head of this particular object to be there. So the part that you want to keep is where you're going to delete the box. So I have selected the lower box in this case, deleted it. In this case, I am going to select the upper box and delete it. Now what I'm going to do is, I am going to subtract this area from this character and the other area from the same character, this one. So let's go ahead, select the entire thing and hit group. Now the moment I hit group, the hollow box is going to subtract itself from the character that is present here, which is solid, which is going to leave us with 1/2 of the body ready. Now we're going to do the same with the other set as well. Delete the body since we already have a body. We want the head now. So hitting group in this case as well is going to delete the part where the hollow box is there and leave us with the solid part. Now what is left is to place it onto the work plane in a way that it's very easy for the printer to print it. The base is strong. By base I mean it has a large portion of filament onto the printing bed. So if you notice both the halves, the half where the head is, this also has a significant amount of portion that is going to be available on the work plane. In this case also, this upper part has a significant amount of filament that is going to be present on the work plane. Now, what is to be done is to bring this one back onto the ground. You can either manually do it or enter the number here. And in this case, you will have to rotate it exactly 180 degrees so that it is onto the work plane upside down. You can either manually rotate it, or in this case it's going to be minus 180. Perfect. So with this we have sliced up our character into 2 equal halves. Slicing up also stands for situations when you've printed, when you've designed an object which is big enough and the printer cannot print it in one go, so you can slice it up into 2 halves and then join those halves together. So in this case, since this base was unstable, we sliced it up horizontally into 2 equal parts, and now you can see we have a very nice base, a very strong base at the work plane. And whenever we put this into a printer, it is going to start off from these bases and is going to give us a beautiful result. We can later, when both the objects are done printing, we can later then glue them up together and we have our blankie ready. So this is how you can slice objects up in Tinkercad. Go ahead, try it out on different characters. You can click the drop down here and access different characters that are already present in Tinkercad. For example, there's this astrobot, there's an ice cream cone, there's an egg. So go ahead, give it a try. Happy tinkering.